The first 6 months of our journey were nothing short of unforgettable. We conquered towering mountain passes and ventured onto thrilling off-road tracks. We slept under the stars by active volcanoes and on the shores of the most stunning beaches.
But when we entered Central Asia, the adventure reached a whole new level. In Kazakhstan, we got overwhelmed by the vast and endless open landscapes and huge amounts of dust. In Uzbekistan, we battled awful roads and were blown away by the beauty of its ancient cities. In Tajikistan, we faced relentless off-road tracks and an overload on breathtaking views. Now, as we head towards Kyrgyzstan, the stakes are higher than ever. Ahead lies our most challenging climb yet, 4,655 meters above sea level. All with a clocked DPF, a car stuck in limp mode, and a tank full of questionable diesel.
This is off the main road, trying to get into Kyrgyzstan. We thought we'd seen it all when it came to bizarre border crossings, until this one proved us wrong. This crossing had it all: the good, the bad, and the ugly. Bad because, as if car problems weren't bad enough, the Tajik customs decided to give us a hard time and try to get $25 out of our pockets for a missing receipt of the road tax. A road tax we obviously paid, as our tax paper stated. After some threats and drama, but without paying, we were out of Tajikistan. Ugly because of the 20 kilometers of awful mud trail through no man's land before reaching the Kyrgyz border. And finally good. Good because we managed to reach the border. But crossing, well, that needed some time. The Kyrgyz-Tajik border is a fragile one, having only reopened in 2023 under strict conditions for only tourists. Because of the delicate relationship between the two nations, travelers need to be on a pre-approved list. Anyway, after hours of waiting and countless negotiations, we found ourselves driving through the lush green meadows. These first views were triggering us to discover more of this new country. In Osh, we found a small garage who could start a regeneration process. Unfortunately, the process failed multiple times, but after deleting the error, the code did not return. So, problem solved. At least for now.
car running smoothly again, we were ready to explore the beauty of this magnificent country. From Osh, we drove towards Jalalabad and made our way to Kazarman, crossing the Kazarman Pass. The pass tested our nerves with recent landslides, but the views made it all worthwhile. Truly breathtaking.
Kak.
Denk. Ook kakken. Mooie meisje. Ja. Het is heel mooi dat dat hier is. After a full day of driving, we found the perfect riverside spot to settle down, crack open a beer, and soak in the serenity. next leg of our journey took us from lush green mountain slopes to a valley painted in shades of brown, red and ochre. The landscape was so surreal, it felt like we had been transported to the American Southwest. Kyrgyzstan's diversity is simply unbelievable.
How to find a track without satellite?
The wet finger.
Well, wish us luck.
Who needs a GPS when you have Charlotte?
Well, I'd recommend you take a GPS.
One destination high on our bucket list was Sonkul Lake. We attempted to reach the lake by a mountain pass we'd heard about, but its condition was uncertain. Bad weather was a big risk. And as luck would have it, the skies turned just as we started the drive.
Sound of the thunder.
Doesn't sound good.
So what do we do?
I think we turn back. We wait till tomorrow. Sounds like a good plan, isn't it? And we have a bottle of beer, so it's gonna be a party tonight.
With one beer, I highly doubt it.
We eventually decided to wait for a day or two in the hope we would get better weather and set up camp near a small village. People in this part of the world don't see foreigners every day, and especially the kids are very curious about what brings you to their village. And when they found out we were from Belgium, they had no doubt I had to be able to play football.
Hello.
So, with the shittiest ball ever, but the most enthusiastic boys and girls from all ages, I played the most memorable football tournament of my life. As the sun refused to break through for longer periods, we decided it was useless to wait longer and try to reach the lake another way.
That's not rain.
Of course, we had to make a little detour to buy my teammates a new ball.
Bought a ball for my team.
Only for your team.
No, for all the kids in town.
So they can take on the next tourist in a more professional way. The drive to Songkul was dramatic. With rain hammering down, windshield wipers working overtime, and lightning occasionally lighting up the sky. Finally, we reached the lake's shores, set up camp in the green meadows, and waited for the weather to change. And then it happened. The sun broke through.
The gloomy landscape transformed into a scene straight out of a fairy tale. Horses and sheep roamed freely across the vibrant green fields, and the lake's blue waters mirrored the towering peaks beyond. Songkul revealed its magic, leaving us in awe of this truly special place. All hell breaks loose. Little did we know, the most diverse landscapes were still waiting for us to be discovered.